Hello again, my name is Gabe Zollner. Hey, I got a question. When does the Supreme Court establish policy? Well, they just did. Article on USA Today. It's posted on the 26th of June. This is the 26th of June. Supreme Court reinstates Trump's travel ban, but only for some immigrants. The Supreme Court agreed Monday to let President Trump's immigration travel ban go into effect for some travelers, reversing the actions of lower federal courts that have put the controversial policy completely on hold. Don't you think those federal judges that did that should be sort of held accountable, huh? The court also agreed to hear the case involving travelers from 6 predominantly Muslim countries and all refugees in the early fall, leaving open the chance that it could reverse Monday's verdict if challengers can prove the ban is illegal or unconstitutional. Hey folks, President Trump either has the constitutional authority to do this or he doesn't. The Supreme Court can't half-ass it, which is what they did. In essence, what they've said is that the ban can go into effect for 90 days, but only for those immigrants that don't have family or relatives here in the United States. So if they have family or relatives here, they can come. If they don't, they can't for the 90 or 120 days. Who the hell's the Supreme Court to establish policy? That's what they've done! Clearly, that's what they've done. Now, President Trump, he acknowledged it, and he said, quote, "Today's unanimous Supreme Court decision is a clear victory for national security," Trump said in his statement. Quote, "It allows the travel suspension for the 6 terror-prone countries and the refugee suspension to become largely effective." Well, it's also largely ineffective if they can prove that they have relatives or family here in the United States. Again, who the hell is the Supreme Court to establish policy? Trump can either do it or he can't do it. He can't half-ass do it, which is what they've done. And Trump calls this a victory? Come on, folks. You gotta be brain dead to think it's a victory. And the Supreme Court shouldn't be allowed to dictate policy. That's what they've done! I don't know, folks. I don't know what I'm missing. Go back in history. What do we know? Well, we know in Syria, the passport machines were stolen. We know the paper for the passports were stolen. How do you verify that you've got a brother or a sister or an uncle or an aunt? You can't! The whole thing's a joke. The Supreme Court's gonna dictate? And Trump thinks this is a win? Hey, Donald, wake up! Slap the Supreme Court judges in the side of the head. They can't dictate policy. You can. Absolutely insane. Go back to the McCarren-Walter Act. Go back. It's already established. The 1952 McCarren-Walter Act clearly states that you don't let people in this country from questionable countries. I don't know, folks. You know, I feel like I'm beating my head against a wall. They think this is a victory where the Supreme Court dictates national policy? Trump either can or he can't. That's what they're supposed to rule on, not to come back with a half-assed compromise, which is what they've done. These judges are all nuts. Get it?